Hello, good people. Welcome back to Global Happenings. Today, we're so excited to have you again. Labour Party yesterday unveiled their vice presidential aspirant, but right now it seems that the political battle is really on as more people are coming up, castigating and even giving very strong prophecy about the two Labour Party candidates, talking about Peter Obi and the vice presidential aspirant Yusuf. Baba Ahmed. Now, coming from the office of Governor Uzodinma, he calls Peter Obi that they are only strong on the social media, while from the desk of one of Nigeria's renowned prophet, he doesn't see a future with Peter Obi as the president, as he went further to mock them. You're going to hear full details of these. But before we do that, if you've not subscribed to our channel, please do well. Hit on the red subscribe button and also the bell icon so that you can get notification anytime we publish our videos. Now, according to the news, Governor Hope Uzodinma of Imo State has asked all Progressive Congress APC members to ignore opposition parties who are only strong on social media. Uzodinma stated this during a meeting with party members and stakeholders in Imo State on Friday. The governor's comment is most likely a swipe at the Labour Party and its presidential candidate Peter Obi. LP and Obi has been criticized for being more prominent on social media and not having a structure ahead of the 2023 election. This opposition that is only strong on social media with no political structure on the ground. You are listening to them. That was what Uzodinma said. He went further to say, our people should not be deceived. Don't let anybody deceive you. If you follow a party that is reminding you of the agony of the past, but is not interested in telling you how you will better your tomorrow, you don't have to blame anybody. But as a people, as a party, I am here as the governor of the state through political party called APC. That is our political party right now. And in another related news, a renowned prophet and leader of INRI Evangelical Spiritual Church, Primate Elijah Ayodele, has issued a caution to the Labour Party presidential candidate Peter Obi and the new Nigerian People's Party NNPP Rabbi Musa Kwankwaso. Primate Ayodele said Obi and Kwankwaso are noisemakers who can't win the 2023 presidential election. He disclosed this while addressing journalists in his church on Saturday in Lagos during the release of his annual prophecy, Warnings to the Nation. That's the tag of the prophecy. According to Ayodele, Peter Obi is a noisemaker. He can't make a single difference. Saying Obi will win the election is zero. Kwankwaso is also a noisemaker. He can't win the election. Tinubu, Obi, and Atiku can't restructure Nigeria. He also warned Nigerians that the 2023 election wouldn't solve the country's problem. Prime Minister Yodele said only restructuring could resolve Nigeria's problem. According to him, he says Nigeria will still be having the same problem we are having. The solution to our problem is not 2023 election. It will still put us in the same problems. If not worse, 2023 election will put us where we are with insecurity and the economy. And the solution to our problem is restructuring. We will have freedom the day Nigeria is restructured. Those were the words coming from Primate Ayodele, who is a very renowned prophet in Nigeria and who has also been contributing in terms of prophecy to Nigeria's future. He's been prophesying a lot, and most of the time his prophecy somehow comes to pass and all of that. But right now, we are trying to see beyond the prophecy. You understand? Uzodinma has made it clear that no need to follow any political party who are victorious on the social media or who are having their prominence on social media. And here is Ayodele also talking about Peter Obi as being a noisemaker, also alongside Kwankwaso and all of that. This is, for me, it's not disturbing. The only thing is that Peter Obi should sit down with his team to restructure his team and think of the next political move that will deliver them. Already Nigerians are standing with them. Ever since this guy was unveiled, Yusuf Dati Baba Ahmed was unveiled, it seems as if the political battle has increased. Before now, it was just the likes of Rena or Mokri and the other activists that were really against them. That's Ade and Jew. But right now, you can see that the battle is increasing, and before we we know, we are seeing prophecies coming up here and there and all of that. But the truth of the matter is that God will not come down to solve the problem of Nigeria. It's still Nigerians that will solve the problems of Nigerians. You understand? Now, or let me say Nigeria that will solve the problems of Nigerians. Now, this is just the first step. I feel at this point, this is personal. You understand? If you have your own personal opinion, do well to put it up on our comments section. Now, but this is my own personal opinion that instead of Elijah Yodele saying what he's saying against the new guys who are trying to take over from the old stock, I feel that he would have suggested to them that in your manifesto or in your plan for Nigeria come 2023, when you come out successful, ensure that you restructure the country. That would have been a better way to communicate it, than to say that these guys will not win. They cannot solve the problem of Nigeria and all of. If they cannot solve the problem of Nigeria, who then will solve? Is it the pastors that will solve the problem? Of course, no. It's someone that will come up and solve the problem. And that person must be in the corridor of power before he can solve the problem. So for me, personally, this is quite personal. Primarily, Yodele's prophecy or statement does not really hold water. We've seen Peter Obi, come out successful in Anambra State. He was superb. Everything he said he was going to do, he was able to do with, mistake here and there and all of that. And the guy who he's bringing in has been an entrepreneur and also an economist. So even if these guys will not be able to totally fix Nigeria to a point where we can say we can compare Nigeria to a place like Dubai or United States of America, but sure that the surest statement is that they will take Nigeria beyond the level that we are right now, and it's going to be upward, not downwards. You understand? So for me, I don't think that those words should be able to move even the supporters of Peter Obi and those also who are standing strong within him. Those are just pointers to the fact that more enemies are coming, or let me not call them enemies, but more castigators are coming. People who are going to be criticizing them, they are going to say like pressure group, against them. Do not look at them. Just make sure that you're doing what you're supposed to do. Pay time and ensure that this whole thing doesn't just stop now. We keep on invading. We keep on entering into the nooks and crannies of, different states in the country. Now that and a Hausa man, or let me say Northerner, is now part of it. I feel that he can communicate better when possibly he will be invited to BBC Hausa to talk, so that other people far off, especially those who are in the northern part of the country, can hear him and also respond positively. I know that right now there is an underground campaign to see how they can zero up on them, make sure that they do not win anything from the northern part of the country. But then Peter Obi has been a man of so much faith and hope, and thus far he has been making progress every now and then. He has virtually all the politicians I've seen in Nigeria. At one point or the other, they were subjugated by the social media and all of that. But this time around, it's quite different. Imagine someone like Reno Omokri being humble. Would I say humble? Yes, he was humble. In social media, he's like, a table shaker, one person that when he talks, he has a retinue of people, following him and supporting. But this time around, it was quite unbelievable, such that he lifted up his voice to talk. And before you know, he was being humble to a point that he had to cry out that his life is in the hands of Peter Obi and all of that. So for me, I don't think that anyone can destroy what God has created. After all, when Jesus came on board, even the prophets the wise men did not believe that it was Jesus, that came on board. You understand? So I strongly believe in the future of this country if it is handed over to the hands of Peter Obi and his vice president. They should look down on all those mockery statements and move ahead. That's where we would like to leave it. Go to our comment.